Okay, what I'm going to show you here today is how you can go about typing in musical notation. Now, musical notation to a computer is just simply a font. So if we select a piece of text and then go to our font and select a different font, we can look for a musical font if we've got that installed on our computer. Now I have one I'm looking for here that's called Lassus, and because the title of the font shows in the font style, it will also show as music. So there it is there. Click that and you'll see that where I had written typing has now been converted into music. And if I go back to the fonts and select any other font, it goes back to normal. So let's show you that once again. Select a piece of text, select the font, and we've selected Lassus, and that gives us a musical font, and you can type in there. I've just typed Google and you can see it comes out as musical notes. I'd like somebody to play that for me and find out what Google sounds like in music. But the keys do not relate to A, B, C, D, E, F as musical notation. Now we go to this site to get them, music fonts, and it's Colour My Piano, or you could Google for musical fonts, the ultimate guide, and if we scroll down that page you'll see you get a character map that will explain to you which symbols you're getting, and here are a variety of fonts that you could use for this. And so I'm going to select one of these fonts and I'm going to download it. And now this page tells you a little bit about how they all work, so we'll open that in a new tab, go to the page, and it shows you some examples, and push the download button, and you can see at the bottom left of my window there it's now downloaded that font. So I will get that to show in folder, just drag that down so you can see it, and that's gone in as what's called a zip file, which is basically a compressed piece of data. So I want to unzip that or expand it as a new folder, and just give it a second. That's it expanding for me. There it pops up the new folder, and that contains the new fonts. And I'll show you how to install these on your computer system so you can use them from within your word processor. Now there are 4 subsets of this font, and they all come up with that little icon that says the double T to indicate it's a text font symbol, and these will be musical fonts. Now there's a readme file that comes with it so you can get some instructions, and there's also the full character map which opens as a picture. So I will open that with Paint Shop just so that we can see that quickly, and there is the full character set. I'll expand it a little bit and you can see that now you will type notes. So each character on your keyboard will give you a certain graphic that represents a musical notation symbol. So we want to get these fonts into Windows font folder, and the way we do that is to get to our control panel and just simply drag them in there. So you go to your start menu, find your control panel and bring that up, and then we can transfer the fonts over. Now we're not seeing that in the video window because it's off screen of the recording area. So actually in the fonts folder, let's go back up a level. This is our control panel, and you can see halfway down in the left but one there is our fonts folder. That's it there, just highlighted in blue now, and double click that and you see all your system fonts. And all we want to do is drag the new fonts in there, and then Windows will automatically find it for us. So I'll just squish that down a wee bit and rearrange my windows so we can see both windows, the font folder and the new musical fonts. And we will simply select one, I'll just clicking on it, and then click and drag into our fonts folder, and you can see it copying over. And do that again with the next one. I'm just going to shove all 4 of them in, and it tells me that's a duplicate. it's okay, just ignore it and I'll do the next one. And we just click on it, click and drag, and that's the font copied in. Same again with the fourth one, just click and drag into the fonts folder. So we've now added the new fonts, and where we're going to go now is back into the word processor. We saw that that window came up from our control panel in the fonts folder, and that's inside it. And having installed those, we'll pop back into word processor and see if we can use them. So here is our word processor. This is Microsoft Word. You could do this equally in any application that you have, whether it's OpenOffice, Writer or whatever. So we select a font, and I'll go back to use that Lasser font. So I'm just hunting through my various fonts to find it now. There it is, there's Lasser. Click on Lasser, and now you'll find that you can type. So just bear with me while I sort myself out. This is going along the top row of the keyboard. This is typing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And on the next row I'm going to hold down the shift and hit the same symbols, and as you can see I'm getting musical notes for exclamation mark, the @ sign, pound or hash and dollars, etc. And there will be that, remember, that character map that shows you what symbols you're getting by typing or pushing any key. So that's me typing in music in Microsoft Word. Now some of these will allow you to do chords, some won't. So you're basically restricted to single notes with this font as far as I understand it at the moment. There may be more technical ways around that. So let's go through the steps again. Is step 1, find music font online, and there are a variety of them. Download the font. Remember that it comes down packed up, so we unzip the font. Open your control panel in Windows from your start menu, open the fonts folder, and then drag the unzipped new musical fonts into that folder. Step 7, open your word processor, so Word, PowerPoint, Excel or OpenOffice Writer or whatever, and then select the font you want, select your music font, and basically then all you need to do is type, and you'll need that character map to enable you to understand which key you press to get which musical note or musical symbol. But that's the basis of it. You can also get the zip file, the unzipper software. Just Google for unzip and you'll find utilities that will unpack zip files for you. As I say, it's just a way to download files in a compressed format so it doesn't take so long to download. Now I keep some websites with information like that. If you want unzip software, just Google it and then install it, and it will unzip things for you. I use 7-zip and it's really easy, it's fairly intuitive. Some websites of mine that you might find interesting are happysnappychappy.com, which is really for my photography, but I put my tutorials there too, and freebiestalker.com, where I have a couple of books that you can download for free, and one of them is the awesome book of free stuff, and it's full of tips like this and useful free things that you can get. freebiestalker.com, 2 good books there. One is 90 pages of freebies and it's called the awesome book of free stuff. Go there, help yourself. It's just a text download in PDF format, so you can put it onto any book reader, or you can read it on your PC too. So I hope that's been of interest to you. My name's Ian Borland, and you'll find more of my tutorials on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Bye now.